Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about Candace Parker's quotes about Caitlin Clark and also a trainer named Chris Brickley. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit that notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next videos. So, Rob, they did an interview with a basketball trainer named Chris Brickley, who has worked with Sky rookie star Angel Reese.
Hmm?
And he told Fox News Digital that Clark is in a helpless situation, leading to people for sure disliking her. He went on to say, and it goes both ways. Anyone that's really good or great, people are going to dislike and people are going to love. That's how life works. So he's confirmed that the players dislike Caitlin Clark, which is we suspected all along.
Well, you could see it right from the get go. You could see how it was. You
Right.
know,
It's not 143 out of 143, but it's awful high.
yeah. You could see right away. It's like, oh, I don't like her. Who is she coming in?
Well, it's interesting that he trained Angel Reese is one of his people that he's trained, and he's saying about disliking Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
Angel Reese pretends she doesn't dislike her, but she does.
yeah.
She's certainly very jealous and envious of her.
The trainers are like the hairdressers. You go to the hairdressers or barbershop, and they talk, and so what people are saying. So it must be come from somebody.
Right. Anyways, that's just something to confirm. Now, there was also an interview with Candace Parker, who everybody knows at this point. She just retired. She was, one of the 5 greatest players of all time, both at the college and at the pro level. And they did a recent interview with her on a magazine called Anscape. I don't know. Parker was asked about Clark's entrance into the league and how it compares to her rookie season in 2008. Clark was met with some seriously physical play in her first few WNBA games, sparking discourse and controversy around the sports world. Some believe that the NBA veterans were jealous of the attention coming Clark's way as a rookie sensation.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked her about that, Rob. And she said, for me, I think that at this part, it's part of the game. It's physicality. That's what it is. When we start talking about hate in sports, I think that's the basis of competition. We're not trying to be dirty, but I think there's a level of, I want what you have. I don't want you to win. And so I think that when we approached it that way, that's when we were able to laugh about it. Now, I don't see Caitlin Clark laughing about this, Rob.
I don't think she's got those bruises on her body and stuff. I don't think I don't think that she's laughing about it. And she's saying in the guise of competition that the physicality is part of that, but the hate has nothing to do with that, or dislike for her has nothing to do with it. Is that what she's saying?
Not sure, Rob, but she did get physicality when she entered the league. There's this famous video of her basically being tackled when she's trying to dribble down the court, and so, but she did get some physicality from what I understand because people were jealous of the fact that she was on the way to an MVP season as a rookie. She was attractive at the time. She wasn't a lesbian. I think she was married at the time, or she was straight. Mm-hmm. And so, and she got a lot of hype out of Tennessee because she was National Player of the Year 2 times and in 2 national championships.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think that she was. What's really now, like I said, it's coming to light now after all these games and after the All-Star game. All of a sudden, I'm watching some of these sports shows, and they're like, actually, hey, well, Caitlin Clark was being double teamed, and I'm like, oh, really? Now you've kind of come to a light moment where you actually have seen that instead of thinking that the hate is there, or she's not that important a player to focus on or concentrate on. Obviously, that's what's happened if they're double teaming her and the physicality towards her.
Right. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about the physicality in the WNBA, Rob. It's a non-contact sport. Sorry. I hated it for men's basketball with the Pistons in the 80s and stuff like that. I'm glad they put in the flagrant 1 and flagrant 2. I think it saved the sport. And I think the WNBA just doesn't get it, that people don't find that appealing. They like offense. They also like the free flow of being athletes, being able to display their athletic ability. And that's
Right.
what it opened it up when Michael Jordan wasn't hacked by Bill Lambert anymore when he went to the basket and tackled. They didn't want to see that. They wanted to see Michael Jordan make a great move to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Right.
it was a dunk or just an unbelievable reverse layup or whatever it was. That's what they wanted to see because that was exciting. That's the beauty of sports, Rob.
But she's saying, okay, she's saying in the guise of the sport that, yeah, you're playing against another person and you're competitive, so that means you have to get physical with the person. I never did that. I mean, when we played against rival teams, I got up for those games, but I never wanted to be over physical and want to knock the other player on the ground, or I just played harder. I mean, the way the game was supposed to be played. It had nothing to do with
Right.
the competition. Being competitive, yes, but I didn't extend it to where I would want to cause physical harm to the person.
No, and it seems to be something that a lot of them want to do to Clark, where they clutch and grab and hold her and stuff like that, not just necessarily hit her when she drives the basket. And their teammates appreciate that. It's almost like, oh yeah, we want you to try to hold her down, like that hook that took place where Clark, put her elbow and got hit in the face recently. She didn't just grab her arm; she hooked it. I mean, that's not defense. That's not over physicality. It's illegal. It's a foul.
So like when Van Loo went up in Kitlin's face, and she had to literally shove her away from her. And that's that's the referee's like, hey, knock it off. You're both, I'm going to call a T on you or call a foul on you.
Right. Well, Kelsey Plum was almost in her face in the All-Star game. That's an All-Star game, and unbelievable. And Kelsey Plum, they're on a friendly basis too.
Yeah.
And this is all players, Rob. It doesn't even seem to matter whether they're white, black, lesbian or not. It's the whole league. You want to be physical with her. And I understand you got to try to contain her, but you got to do it within the rules. And that's my problem with what I see.
Well, the whole thing is, I'm sorry, Mark, to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
But the whole thing is it's not working. They think that she's soft and that, that's what you usually do. You say, okay, rough up this player and now get them off their game. And then they're soft and they'll be done for the game. They don't realize that, like, it'd be the same thing with me. If you're being physical with me, I'm gonna try even harder to beat you. I'm not gonna like back off and say, oh, geez. No, I'm gonna play. You're waking up the monster, and she's gonna just try harder.
Well, Rob, you don't think over this Olympic break she's going to be working on her game and being all refreshed coming back? And I don't think it worked either. I think it worked initially because she was just overwhelmed with that, and she had new teammates and everything. It was hard to overcome all the double teaming, but now it just made her a better player. I mean, she was a great passer in college. This is only a few months later, and you saw the last 6, 7, 8 games in the All-Star game where her passing went to a new level.
Right.
And that's because she had to overcome a lot of physicality and a lot of double teaming. And now she's saying, okay, no problem. I'm just going to figure it out. And and that's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Those double teams that were coming, where she kept on dribbling into the double teams. Now she's learning to, like I told her, Mark, that the dribble to the
I sent her the video, Rob.
Get to the video, yeah. Get more to the middle. And if they're double teaming you, the players, like you said, the players are getting used. Oh, the double team. I got to come to the ball. So that's what's happening now.
And I have no problem with them being jealous or envious. I told you, I think myself and 99.9% of the people on this planet would be. I have a problem with the hate. I have a problem with illegal defense, trying to hold someone down, or just an inordinate amount of attention to one person and then claim she's a bust or claim she's no good. Well, if we did that to Asia Wilson every night, she wouldn't look as good either. I don't care how good Asia Wilson is. She's not Michael Jordan. She couldn't pull it off.
Right. I mean, that's what they should. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So all the other best players on the team were not double teamed. Only Caitlin Clark.
Michael Jordan was never double teamed this much.
No.
And Michael Jordan has unbelievable physical skills that Caitlin Clark does not have.
Right.
So, it's unbelievable. So I don't know. Just confirm the fact that there's hate out there, and I don't think you should have to be physical just because you dislike someone, especially if it's against the rules. And I've seen too much of the physical play, quite honestly, in this league. Not just against Caitlin Clark, in this whole league. I want to see better basketball, Rob.
I mean, be competitive. Yeah, be competitive. You could. There's no. We're not saying you can't be competitive, which is nature with sports. But if you're going to be competitive, you don't have to be dirty. You just play them head up and play the person head up. You don't have to be physical. I mean, be physical. I mean, be physical, but be within the realms of the rules.
Well, I'm still convinced that the women are this physical in this league because they don't have the athletic talent to be better. And Caitlin Clark is showing them, hey, you can do it with athletic talent and, athletic skill too. There's women in this league that are more athletic than her. But right now, in terms of passing, there's no one even close to her in terms of skills.
No one's even close. And even male, like we said, I'm looking at the WNBA. I'm looking at the NBA. I don't see anybody throwing a behind the back bounce pass
underneath the basket.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw that.
That was one of the best passes ever in sports history.
Right. I didn't see that. I have not.
Or the one to Jacqueline Jones in the All-Star game that she made the bounce pass.
Right.
Underneath the defender's hand, underneath two defenders' hand. The one that was guarding her went under her hand, and then it went out to Jacqueline, the defender that was before Jacqueline Jones, and bounced pass perfectly to her.
Those passes aren't even. They're not even. I mean, scripted. They're not scripted. It's not like
she had never played with her before.
Yeah, this is not like an afterthought. It's like this is in her repertoire of passes. I have a behind the back bounce pass that I use, and that's what she does.
Yeah, Rob. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the hate dies down, whether they finally get it or not after the Olympic break or maybe next year or whatever. Yeah, and guess what? When she finally gets a real coach, she's going to punish him even more. Mm-hmm. Seriously. There's no way she won't play better under someone else besides Coach Sides, whether it's Cheryl Miller or anybody else, Mark Jackson. I don't care who it is. Mm-hmm. When you go from a 1 to a 5, you're going to play better.
Right.
The whole team will play better. And that'll open things up for her to pass even better and to score better and to get some more open looks for her. Because her three-point shot is off. But over the Olympic break, she'll get a rest. I think it'll come back after the Olympic break. We'll see.
And Coach, Coach Miller said, do your thing. Just be you. Do your thing.
Well, she'll do that, I'm sure. Let us know what you think. Do you think this hate and envious and over physical play is necessary, or they're just petty women who are jealous and stuff? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And we can talk about that on the live show tonight, Rob, because that's what we're doing. Rob and I will both be there from 6 to 8 Eastern time. We won't be there the next 2 Mondays because of the fact that we're going to do the Olympics from 2 to 5. Except for when the women's basketball team is playing. Well, we'll not do those games. And so we'll be back in 3 weeks on a Monday after that. Okay. So live show tonight, 6 to 8 Eastern, except for major holidays, 2 to 5 from July 27th to August 10th. Mm-hmm. Eastern time. Again, we're doing that. That's when it's prime time in Paris. And that's when they have the marquee events. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do. And if you want to donate to the channel, we have the super chats down below and a link also to PayPal. So we'll see you in the next video.
All right. Peace out.